Yeah, I hope to help you more with your cards soon, Claudia. Good night. Sleep well. Okay, so for those that are left, hold on here. Hi, Ishi. We're going to do a little bit of self-healing. They're advising between the sacral chakra and the heart. So the first thing you're going to do is create some extra life force by rubbing your palms together. It's better if you do it sort of right in front of your heart, because that's the type of energy, love energy, you want to send into your hands. You can always use your hands, even if you haven't studied Reiki or anything like that. God lives in every one of us, and if you ask for help to activate the God in you, if you feel like you want to help someone feel better or yourself feel better, there are ways to go about doing that we're not taught in traditional life. And center of the palm is a place to often use if you're going to be, just working on yourself, sending yourself love. So anyway, you create extra energy by rubbing those hands together in front of your heart chakra area for a while till they get warm. Then you're going to do a little experiment where you slowly start to separate them apart. Don't forget your breathing. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. You no longer feel the magnetic pull of your own energy. Stop moving your hands apart. Okay, mine starts to stop right around there. You start bringing them back in together, and when you really feel that wall of energy start to push against your hands, that's when you're going to stop your hands. Okay, for me that winds up being about here. Now, the ball of energy is something that they want us to talk about at some point in the future, because there's a lot of things you can do with it to make yourself feel better. Your own ball of self-love energy, of God energy. But for this purpose, we're going to rub our hands there for just a little bit longer. Hold on, I have my notes. Just to reactivate that energy again. And then we're going to start by placing our right palm on our sacral chakra, which is basically like belly button or just under. So it can be, sort of half on belly button, half under belly button. Then you take your hand and you touch the top of the hand that's on your sacral chakra, and you then, sort of draw a circle around your waist. And then if you can, if you're flexible enough, put that hand in the opposite space, like on your spine behind. You never forget your breathing. Spinal alignment's good, but we don't have to worry about that yet. With that ball of energy you felt yourself create, that's God, that's source, that's the part of it that lives in you, that's love, that's your energy. And now you are using it on your sacral chakra. So deep breathing is always tied to acceptance. That's why you always want to stay with your breath and aware of your breath when you're doing things like this. It keeps you open and accepting. It says, I am accepting this love that comes from somewhere else and lives in me as a healing type of medicine for my sacral chakra so that it is not overactive or underactive, so that it is not cloudy or clogged. If it hurts to turn your hand palm in on your spine, you can turn it, just put the back of your hand on your spine. It's a lot easier for some people. Some affirmations to help you align your sacral chakra because they're in keeping with the energy. These are some of the things you would say as you are just sort of clutching your sacral chakra and sending it affection. You would say, I trust my feelings and I trust myself. My emotions and my emotional self are balanced. I'm comfortable in my body. I embrace and celebrate my sexuality. I feel peace within myself. I allow my creativity to flow through me freely. I let go of past feelings that no longer serve me. I am a lovable and desirable human being. I deserve to receive and feel pleasure. And I attract like-minded people who love me for who I am. So this chakra, if you balance it, right, it's about accepting yourself, allowing yourself to be completely authentic and expressive with who you are truly, all aspects of who you are, and to be authentic. When you can live your authentic self comfortably, people around you that are different, or a lot of times maybe too alike, won't irritate you in the way that they do. In some ways, you won't feel the need to even be bothered by that kind of stuff, because if you're in sync with loving your individuality, you will become in sync with loving everyone's individuality. Those mantras, those 10 statements, if any of them, when you're saying it out loud, when you hit one of those and you start to say it out loud, if you find one of them, if you land on one and it doesn't ring true, or it doesn't feel right, or it makes you go, oh yeah, right, that's the one you need to stop and work on and repeat. You don't need to do any other one for that whole day or any period of time in which you're going to be focusing on this kind of stuff. You'll stop there. So if you're, for example, if you're good for, I trust my feelings and I trust myself, my emotions are balanced, I'm comfortable in my body, I embrace and celebrate my sexuality, I find peace within myself. If that's like where you get stuck, well, that's where you get stuck, right? So then you'll do variations on that, right? It will be, I feel peace within myself. And then take a few deep breaths. I feel peace within myself. When I can be my truest self, I am very peaceful. I am most at peace when I can fully accept myself for who I am, every aspect of who I am, light or dark, heavy or floaty, it doesn't matter. I'm at most peace when I'm comfortable with who I am. Not only that, to increase my peace, I learned to like who I am, which is different from acknowledging and knowing who I am. It's different from loving who I am. I like who I am. I would want to be a friend with me. Matter of fact, I'm working towards wanting to be my best friend, my own best friend. That is the goal here, to be your own best friend. When I am my own best friend, I am peaceful. I am most peaceful when I am my own best friend. The best company I can find on any given day is me. This brings me a lot of peace. I don't need to get all stirred up about things when I'm at peace with myself, and I'm at peace with myself when I'm the truest me that I can be. I don't need to get upset with other people around me because I am secretly upset with myself. When I am least upset with myself, I am least upset with the people around me. This does not mean that I do not deserve boundaries, but it just means I will have no emotional connection to maintaining my boundaries. I will maintain my boundaries because I love myself, and I am my own best friend, and I deserve boundaries. But I don't have to get upset about it because I'm secure in what I need. I don't have to argue to receive it. I don't have to argue with myself to feel and try to discover if what I'm saying, my needs are correct, because I know myself, I love myself, and what I need is what I need, and there's nothing wrong with that. So you just do as many variations on that particular statement that you get stuck on as you possibly can, and that's where you stay until the next time that you practice this exercise. And then you go through the list again, and you stop where you get stuck. You might get stuck on number 2 that time. That was number 5, and you just work on number 2. You might make it through all of them every time. I don't know. Hold on a second. We're going to move on to solar plexus.